What's going on, everybody? It's Andrew again, here with another build video. This time it's on my Vanquish H10 Origin. If you haven't already, go check out the unboxing video on it. Posted a couple days ago, and yeah, it's a pretty sweet video. So anyways, I'm gonna jump straight in it. We'll try to keep this all in one video, but if it's too much, may split up in two, so we'll have to see how it goes. But anyways, this is what we're starting with. I already assembled the wheels and tires. They are, if I can get it to focus, the Battleborn Clear X-rays. If you're not familiar, these are the wheels specific to the H10 Origin only. Those are not the rings that came with the wheels. Those are the Battleborn notched beadlock rings, Scale Hardware. The brake rotors are from Hibby Made, I believe, on Facebook. They work with the Vanquish hub still, just completes the look. The reason you see missing screws, my Scale Hardware tip is worn some, and I didn't want to risk stripping them out, so I just started those by hand. That when the new tip comes in, I'll finish that up. So anyways, starting with that, I'll be running this H-Tech, there you go, this H-Tech fuel cell. They're from Korea. They make great stuff. I've got their rear bumper on this Bronco right here. I also got the black version of this tank and this optic down here. There's a video on that truck as well if you want to see. Let me running a Reefs Raw 800, low profile, Hobbywing 2300, Fusion Pro, and this is just a little aluminum air tank from RC 4-wheel drive. Just little scale details. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the H10 Origin build. We'll be running the tinny shafts from Incision. I was not aware the Origin came with an updated seal kit, so I ordered those. However, I was told it has updated seals in the shocks, so I'll confirm once I get into it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get straight in this, get this thing opened up, get to building some axles, and I'll pick back up once I get the progress made. All right, got bag A here. This is the first step in the build. For those of you that don't know, the Origin is pretty much all machined aluminum. Your front axle housing, licensed Curry. This is their H10 axle, all aluminum, clear anodizing. Servo mount, front and rear knuckles, left and right knuckles. Third member, these are your ring gear bearing retainers. Those are the steering clamps that are gonna go here. Chromoly gears, the steering links that are normally these plastic ones on an H10 axle. On the Origin, they're aluminum. So yeah, pretty much everything's aluminum on this truck. You'll see that throughout the video. But yeah, this is what comes in the first bag. Gonna get this thing knocked out, servo mounted up, and I'll catch y'all then. Alrighty, got the front and rear axles assembled. I went ahead and did the rear off camera while I was doing the front because it does use a lot of the same internals. So didn't figure many people would want to see just another parts layout of that. But anyways, this is how they look. These are the H10 Origin axles. Camera does not like to focus up close for some reason. The knuckles on these particular axles for the Origin are different than what comes on, say, this truck, which is an H10 optic. The ones on the Origin, the knuckle, it's a completely different knuckle. It's similar, but they are different. The rest of the axle is very similar, if not the same, but the rear axle is an entirely different. I guess it is an H10, but it's a completely different style housing. So that's the housing on the Origin. You got the scale welds, the truss, everything's different. And this is an aluminum, there we go. That's an aluminum H10 that we say come on like an optic. So for those of y'all that were curious, that's the difference. I like both, but yeah, it's cool to see the differences side by side. I believe the next step is doing the VFD, trans and skid. So I will get on that and I will pick up when that gets going. here we are with the VFD transmission and skid. Getting ready to put this together. Haven't decided, but I've had these Vanquish, they're like the gold zinc coated scale hardware that's designed to be used on anything like the bell housing on the transmission. I've had them for a while, haven't used them. I think I may toss them in this build just to do it. But anyways, the transmission does come with the aluminum motor plate, all the aluminum bearing retainers, aluminum standoffs, the machine gears, and all that good stuff. Besides that, the transmission is just a standard VFD. So yeah, should be pretty straightforward. And I'm gonna toss this thing together and pick y'all back up once it's together with the motor in it. Well, it has been quite a few days since I took the last clip in this video due to my scale hardware driver being worn. I went to go install all my little scale hardware here and the driver was slipping. So didn't want to strip them out, round them off. So ordered a new driver, put it together, just a very small, really not important detail, but I like the scale hardware on the transmission, especially on a vehicle of this price. So yeah, transits together, motors in, all that good stuff. For those of you that have not built anything with a VFD skid and trans, if I can get it to focus, that control arm out right there, you have to notch to clear a 2300 kV motor. I just take a razor knife and trim it down a little bit. This thing is not wanting to focus. Yeah, that's it. I believe the next step is shocks and the links. So I will get those assembled and I believe we will have a rolling chassis here shortly. So stay tuned and let's get this thing going. All right, here we have the shocks. These are the hard anodized shock bodies with the red and black threaded adjusters. These come in all the Origin H10 kits, as well as the red shock caps. However, these gold tinny shafts here, these do not come with the Origin. I wanted these extra, so I got those extra. I just like the gold tinny shafts. I also did take the shock bodies apart. You can see all the factory shock body seals. I wanted the updated seal kit, which I've been doing to all my SADs just to ensure they don't leak. Which, if you have never built some SADs, you need these special Nipex pliers. The 4811J0 is the part number. Tiny little snap ring pliers. So yeah, went ahead and put the updated seal kit in the shock bodies. Got the tinny shafts and I'm about to toss them together with some low-C, TLR. Man, the camera won't focus. 68 oil. Gonna toss those together, put the links together, and I will pick back up once I got the links and shocks on the chassis and see where it sits. Stay tuned. Alrighty, here we got pretty much a rolling chassis. Got the shocks on, the links put together and installed. When you do that, you gotta put the scissor drive shafts in there. While I was doing that, went ahead and wire loomed my servo wires, receiver, and receiver, speed controller wires, put that in some loom, just make it look good. Tidied that up, everything's programmed, and I'm getting ready, as you can see by the install manual, to take apart the cage, get to assembling the aluminum cage, aluminum body panels, and have this thing sitting on all four shortly. So I'm gonna get after that. I will pick back up once I get some progress made on the cage. Stay tuned. Finally making some progress on this thing. Got the cage assembled, the carbon fiber number plates on the rear, got the interior. Let's see if I can get this a good angle. Got the interior put together, decals on, whatnot. Got my H-Tech fuel cell. Really think that completes it. It comes with a little plastic fuel tank that most Vanquish kits have. Got the aluminum functional bump stops on. You see, yeah, that's the cage. I'm getting ready to put the body panels on. I believe I'm going to put the livery on it. we'll have to see, but I'm pretty sure the livery is gonna go on it. But yeah, I'm getting ready to pull the panels out, get these things put together, and mate these two together, have a almost completed Origin. Stay tuned and I will get back to it. Here we go. Almost at a loss for words for how this thing's turning out. It looks absolutely incredible. Like everything else, videos and pictures truly don't do justice, but the detail on this thing, quality is just insane. Getting ready to mount the rest of the body panels. I have not put the light controller in yet. However, I did go ahead and run the wires in Loom. Got everything tied up nice and clean back there. Yeah, I got the, let's see if I can get a good shot of this. Got the rear situated. Got this aluminum RC four-wheel drive power tank. There's the H-Tech fuel cell again. Yep, getting ready to put the rest of it together. Just trying to get some updates as I go along for myself to go back and look at in the future, and also for those of y'all that just would like to see how this thing looks as it's built. So yeah, keep watching and I'll keep building. Here we have it. Be the last clip before it is sitting on all fours and running. This is like 99% done. I left this door off to show how they look. Carbon fiber piece on the back side, that's where your battery goes on the store panel. The passenger side, which is already on there, it looks the exact same, just minus the battery straps. But yeah, this is it. Got the carbon fiber roof, aluminum body panels. It just looks so sweet. So yeah, getting ready to put this other door on, put the wheels and tires on, and it is getting late, so I will pick up on this video tomorrow with it outside and get it in some sunlight and really let y'all see how it looks. So stay tuned. See y'all in a little bit. Alrighty, and here we have the H10 Origin number 286 complete. As you can see, I did end up putting the livery on there. I just really like the way they look, especially on this clear panels with a dark gray cage. It just kind of ties the truck in my opinion. By far my favorite RC I've ever owned to date. You can see the gold tinny shafts in there. Did the scale hardware, of course, brake rotors, hubs. Let's see. Go over here and get a shot from the back. Oh, let's spin this thing around real quick. Show you that rear axle. So yeah, I don't even really have much to say. I just love the way this thing looks. Not really sure what to do with this line right there for the time being. It's just sitting, but yeah, got the aluminum power tank. It's RC four-wheel drive. Got the carbon fiber roof. And yes, this is all real carbon fiber. The side plates are real carbon fiber. Really, really happy with how this thing turned out. I got it out yesterday in the daylight and took some pictures of it. I'll drop those at the end of the video. Yeah, cannot wait to take this thing some more places. I don't know if I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna take it with me at least to some events. I just don't know if I'm gonna run it yet or not. It's such a collector's piece in my mind. I never got to own a Ripper, nor just the original Vanquish Origin. So being that I have this, it's gonna be hard to scratch up. So yeah, that's how it turned out. just for, I guess, visual purposes, set the Origin there, and I'll grab my optic. There we go. Got the Origin plus my pretty much fully built optic. They run the same electronics. The Origin does have a raw 500, that's a raw 800 in the Origin. This truck is on specs, of course. This one does have all aluminum axles, knuckles, servo mount, all that good stuff, bump stops. It's pretty much a fully built truck at this point. But yeah, those of y'all curious how they look side by side. Sorry, my voice is scratchy. Woke up with some congestion this morning, but there you have it. Stay tuned. I'll drop a bunch of pictures at the end that I took yesterday that turned out really nice outside. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned. Plan on going to a couple events this fall. I'm actually getting ready to work on the hard body VS410, so I got it sitting over there. I'm getting ready to set it up with the dig servo and the variable overdrive. So you want to see more of that, keep watching. I should have that video out here in the next week or so. See you next time.